In a city, you're walking in the street, and there are all these little kids playing around. Walk through them, and look at a 7-year-old. Just stare at him. You're looking at this 7-year-old playing, and he's seeing you do it. And he turns around and says, "What are you looking at?" All of a sudden, you're gobsmacked. You're thinking, surely this guy can't be talking to me. Me? And this 7-year-old turns around and says, "Okay, yeah, you. What are you looking at?" If this is a 7-year-old, he's suffering from this it feeling and it syndrome. And this guy possesses nothing. What does he have? What does a 7-year-old have that will give him that big and it feeling? He doesn't possess that posh car or the clothes to go with. He possesses nothing. Yet this is the reality, and it's becoming the reality of the 6, the 7 and the 8-year-olds. What to say about you and I who possess everything? The very illness that shaitan suffered from. You're too right, I'm going to bow down before him. What does the Quran say? أَنَا خَيْرٌ مِّنْ خَلَقْتَنِي مِنْ نَارٍ وَخَلَقْتُهُ مِنْ طِينٍ. Oh Allah, you're telling me to bow down before him? When you created him from mitti, from clay, and you created me from fire? You know fire is far greater than mitti. Something that is high doesn't bow down before something that's low. Too right, I'm going to bow down before him. One little mistake, and you know who Iblis was, and you know prior to where he went wrong, what he did for the Almighty Allah, and how he served from the Almighty Allah. One little mistake, from one of the biggest, he became the lowest of all. And we suffer from this problem without us even realizing that we suffer from this. And I will give you examples, and you will see this in every aspect of our daily life. You'll see this in our clothes. You will see this in our cars. You will see it and hear it in the big timing talk. The walk. Just stand on the street and you watch the walk. It does the talk and you know it. You see it in our handshakes. The Rastafarian handshake. Like this. And it goes something like this, like that, and it finishes up with a yeah. It gives you that bad feeling. I'm sure you know what I'm on about. Because if I know what it's all about, you definitely know what it's all about. It gives you that bad feeling. And that's the word that you use. That's bad. And this bad is the thing that I'm talking about. The pride and the feeling. Let me give you a few examples that you'll be able to relate to, because if I see this happening, I'm sure that you also see this happening. Typical Friday night. And it's the holiest of nights, and you know that it's the holiest of nights. Youngster, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old, whatever. He's got other things planned. Friday night. He's worked hard. He's got a few pounds in his pocket. And he's going to blow this. Clubbing, pubbing. So he's preparing himself. He hasn't taken a bath for Jummah. That's out of the question. Friday night, he takes a bath. He's come back from work. And he takes a bath. And this is what he lives for. And he takes out these clothes from his drawer, whatever. And he's taking a shower. And then he stands before that large mirror, which is about as big as him. And then he looks at himself. And he likes what he sees. Isn't it? 5 minutes he'll just look at himself. Yeah, this is me. I'm the man. Everybody does it. And then he'll take out these clothes, which he's reserved specially for this occasion. And he'll bang these clothes on. And he'll take time. He'll make sure there's no creases on his shirt, on his trousers. And he'll fiddle about with it, with his collars, till he feels it inside that, yeah, now I feel good. Now this is me. This will catch attention. And this is what he does. He's banged on his clothes. He leaves the house. And there's a walk that goes with this. And he'll walk that walk. And then when he meets his friends, he'll talk that talk. Everything that gives him that boost and that bigness and that it feeling. Now I'm not talking about those that like wearing good clothes, beautiful shoes, trainers. The Prophet, peace be upon him, once mentioned that whoever possesses even a mustard seed of pride in his heart, he's got this, Allah will throw him in the fire of hell. A Sahabi asked, Ya Rasulullah, in the rajul, sometimes it so happens that a person likes to wear good clothes. It is human nature. Nazafa min al-iman. He likes to wear good shoes. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam answered, Inna Allah jameel yuhibbul jamal. That Allah is also beautiful, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves beauty. I'm not talking about those people that do it with a good intention and the right reason. I'm talking about those that do it with the it syndrome and the it feeling. And I'll just relate a hadith of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam with regards to these people. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, بينما رجل يمشي في حلة تعجبه نفسه مرجل رأسه. That amongst the people before you, there was this guy, just like this guy, put on his clothes and it made him feel the part. And then he did his hair, every hair exactly where he wants it. And then he went walking and he walked the walk. The only difference is Allah did the talk. إِذْ خَسَفَ اللَّهُ بِهِ الْأَرْضِ فَهُوَ يَتَجَلْجَلُ إِلَى يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ. Allah disliked that walk and that talk and that itness so much that Allah opened the earth and took him in, and down he will go right till the day of judgment. Majority of us suffer from this, and majority of us, especially our youngsters, we do this. Let me give you another example. The mobile phone. Again, in all these examples that I'm giving you, and I make it clear here, I'm not talking about those that I've kept them because of a need or use them for good reasons. Because everything can be used in both ways. I'm talking about those that he changes his mobile phone every 2 days. Every 2 days he's changing his mobile phone. Not because he needs a new mobile phone, but it makes him a cut above the rest. And he'll take out his mobile phone purposely. Every time he's changed it, he'll take it out purposely in front of his friends. And he'll take it out and he'll play with it. And all of a sudden his friend will say, wow, where have you got this from? And he'll reply, you know me, lads. He feels good about himself. This is what I'm referring to. I'm talking about those that they don't receive a phone call and he's walking down the main road. This is common. And all of a sudden his friends are going past. Somebody that he knows is going past, he'll take it out. And he's talking. There's nobody on the other side, isn't it? And he's talking away. It gives him that, that this guy is important. That big feeling, and all of a sudden these guys have passed away, puts it back in. I'm talking about those with all these these wild and weird tunes. Allah knows best whether some of these tunes are halal or not, because a lot of them have got music to it. And the reason they've got them, not because they need it, again, when it rings in a crowd and it's got that a Return of the Saint tune on or something, or that James Bond tune on, it makes him feel good, because all of a sudden the eyes are on him and everybody's looking at him. These are the type of people I'm talking about. And all these things, there's an element of pride in it.